We come to you live on EA Sports. And tonight, it's a Windy City special. I'm Ed Cohen with the former Chicago Bull. It's Jay Williams.
And we're talking about the best of the best. These guys on the court represent less than 0.001% of the world. I can't wait to see this star-studded affair.
Jay, you know the feeling as the 10 players take the court and we get ready for the opening tip. Won by the Milwaukee Bucks. Jay, 44 wins for the Bucks a year ago. 7th best record in the East. In your mind, foundation, is it in place in Milwaukee?
The foundation is on its way, but it always seems like it comes down to injuries and lack of chemistry for the Bucks.
And he's fouled. A couple of free throws coming up, Jay.
It's still early, so no real impact on that call. But you know that they're going to call this one tight, so you might want to keep your hands out of his pocket.
First one, count it. Able to convert on both free throws. It's the Raptors with the basketball. Leonard. Yes, it drops. A little drama on that one.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Bledsoe with it up top. He'll run the offense. And he's fouled. Nice move that time, and he's going to the line for 2.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number 1, to see if they'll get caught. And number 2, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's got 2 shots coming. A career 74% free throw shooter. Misses the first. Second one's good. Splits the pair. Leonard to Gasol. Here comes the screen. Trying to cash in. Lowry with a shot that's no good. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it. Antetokounmpo to Middleton. Marc Gasol with the block.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Gasol to Leonard. Short jumper won't fall.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning an ankle on that landing.
Antetokounmpo to Gasol. Short jumper off the mark. Across the timeline, it's Lowry. Leads 1. Nothing's going to stop him in pursuit of the basketball. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
You know, teams usually shoot higher percentages early in the shot clock. Plus, you take away the legs of the defense. You have to dictate the pace.
Lowry over to the right side. The drive, right to the basket, and he dunks it down for 2.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
To Bledsoe. Antetokounmpo to Brogdon. Almost unlucky bounce. No good, and no foul. Another follows, still no good. To Antetokounmpo. Slam dunk.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
Toronto has the basketball. Pascal Siakam to Danny Green. From the painted area, won't go down.
And a lot of times in this league, teams take days off. But if this defense keeps maintaining that style of pace defensively, This is going to be a dogfight.
And Chris Middleton, good on the quick release that time.
That shot was nice, but that pass, that was the real highlight. Good teams always find a way to get the best shot available.
To Bledsoe. Giannis Antetokounmpo. 2 for 2. That's what you want.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Lowry gets it in the right corner. Leonard buries it on the catch and shoot.
Ooh, that confidence level is so superior. Whenever you start jogging back on defense before the ball even goes through the net, that speaks for itself.
Middleton. Yes. Or in the case of the defense, not good.
It's all about creating space with the dribble. Once you have that gap, you can beat somebody in a variety of ways. He chose the dagger with the 3.
Lowry doesn't have the touch. No good. Brogdon to Antetokounmpo. Oh, had him going there for a second. Bledsoe to Middleton. Curling inside. That pass taken away by Toronto. Jay, what do you make of the pressure on this franchise? A whole country is watching.
Pressure makes diamonds, my friend. So if you're your jury, you're throwing everything at the wall and you're seeing what sticks. Because the goal is to win now. Not yesterday, not tomorrow, but right now.
His first effort off the mark. Lowry to Leonard. Cleared by Middleton. To Gasol. Turns and slams it down. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Lowry. Oh, bad pass, and the Bucks have it. To Middleton. Whoa, Chris Middleton looking good. 4 for 5.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Gets a look. Can't hit. To Bledsoe. Shot from the lane won't go.
You see, this is something that everybody has, but some people choose to use it or not. I'm glad you choose to use effort on getting around those screens.
Ball's controlled by the Raptors. To Danny Green. Rebound taken by Milwaukee. Danny Green to Lowry. Pascal Siakam. To Gasol. Down low. Short jumper stays out. Giannis in control of the basketball. His team leads it by 10. Here's a chance from long range. They were ready for DiVincenzo on that 3. To Danny Green. Oh, nice find for the basket.
And if you're on defense on that last possession, no need to look over to the coach's bench, hold up your arms, wonder what did you do. Everybody got back, everybody communicated, everybody pointed. It was just better offense than there was defense.
Lowry has the basketball. Pascal Siakam to Danny Green. Brook Lopez. Tips it. That's out. Last touch by Brook Lopez. We have both squads set to make some moves right now.
Number 17, Pau Gasol.
Fred VanVleet. Can't connect. To DiVincenzo. Had a good look there, but it's no good.
Hey, switch, I got him.
Ibaka. Serge Ibaka slams it down. Jay, perhaps that's a start.
Those kind of plays get me fired up. That's a momentum play. They look lifeless here in the first quarter, but a dunk like that can get your team going in the right direction.
The rebound comes down to Toronto. Whoa! What a finish! Now a steal as the Raptors have it. That'll do it for the first quarter. The Bucks with the lead. Second quarter is set to start. Neither team set the tone to start this one. Jay, do you expect that to change?
Well, both teams had their rhythm. They established the tempo that they wanted to play at. But ultimately, something has to give. Some team has to draw a line in the sand.
Here comes the screen. Brook Lopez snatching it out of the air.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Shot by Gasol, no good. To Hill. Marc Gasol pins it.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Toronto with the basketball. To Gasol. Surveys the floor. It was right there.
And you hate to say this, but this is the reality of the matter. Sometimes it takes guys a little while to warm up into the game. Seems like they finally found their rhythm in the second quarter.
Lopez. To George Hill. Lets it fly from long range. Can't connect. Cleared by Ibaka. Ginobili with it. Down 6. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
That pass taken away by Toronto. Driving right to the basket. And he's fouled. A trip to the line coming up.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
First free throw is good. And he makes them both. Brogdon to Lopez. Ah, missed it. How'd that not go down? Pascal Siakam. And score. Strong take.
There's certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Pascal Siakam to VanVleet. Five to shoot for Toronto. Drive to the basket, but the shot won't go.
And one of the most underrated things in this game is quick lateral speed. Good job by utilizing that speed and taking away.
And a putback slam.
If you know anything, it comes down to who wants it more. And right now, the offense is just hungrier.
To VanVleet. The Raptors down to 3 on the shot clock. Has a look. A shot by Brewer misses.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
And a throwdown.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Nothing going here on that drive. Now a steal by Milwaukee.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
Couple of cracks at the line now.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
Nikola Mirotic at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 80% at the line. And he connects on the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. For the Raptors right now, it's twofold. Not just winning with Kawhi, but trying to keep Kawhi.
I think Toronto has to look at this as a one-year lease. You have to get as much out of Kawhi as you can. The goal is to win a championship, and the goal is to win one now.
Pascal Siakam swats it. Backcourt. 4-3. Off the mark. No good. Fred VanVleet to Leonard. Fred VanVleet to Leonard. Fred VanVleet. Oh, bad pass, and the Bucks have it. Ah, rocking the rim. Now the Raptors going to use a timeout as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter. Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. Leonard. To VanVleet. Danny Green. And draws the foul.
Ed, as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
Kawhi Leonard, couple of free throws on the way. A career 84% free throw shooter. And hits the first free throw.
Number 33, Mark Gasol. And number 7, Kyle Lowry.
2 for 2 on that trip. Bledsoe. He's got 2 shots coming. Hasn't missed yet. First one goes down. Goes 2 for 2. The ball controlled by Kyle Lowry. To Danny Green. From the outside, no good.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
Lowry into the front court. 14-point deficit. To Gasol. Short jumper won't go down. To Bledsoe. Nothing going here on that drive. Bledsoe. To Middleton. Finish that. Lowry with it. Trailing by 14. Leonard buries the wide open three. That's too easy.
I know he's a volume shooter. I know defensively at times you have to take your lumps. Might be time to adjust the scouting report, though. Start denying him the ball.
Drive here, but the shot stays out.
Because he had no body control. You have to be able to control your body when you attack the rim at full speed. That's part of your concentration. People assume concentration just on the rim, but your body control is everything. Be able to speed yourself up or slow yourself down.
Here's Leonard for two. That's no good.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
Bledsoe. Down to 5 on the 24. To Middleton. Going to launch. Beyond the arc. He might be underrated, but Chris Middleton, the defense was ready, still knocks it down.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard. He's 5 for 10, shooting 50%.
If you're coaching against this player, you have to throw some fake traps, some fake schemes. How are you making this player think instead of just naturally reacting?
Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Adetokunbo, deep left corner. Bledsoe. That's off the side of the rim, short. Nice follow-up on the dunk there. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice.
I got ball. I got something for him.
Ah, the monster stuff.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
Now ready for a couple of free throws.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
Chris Middleton at the line for 2 shots. A career 87% from the line. And gets both to drop at the line.
There we go. Yes, sir.
It's the Raptors with the basketball. Lowry. To Leonard. Takes stock of the floor. Leonard. Giannis grabs the board.
I'm here. I got ball. I got ball.
Bledsoe. Missed it. First half comes to an end. The Bucks in command of this one.
Back to Ed and Jay to bring you the second half action.
Ball controlled by Kyle Lowry. To Leonard. Pascal Siakam. Count the basket at the rim.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Here we go. My ball. My ball.
Flushes it home.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Leonard. Now a steal by Milwaukee. Green with a shot that won't go down. Middleton to Brogdon for three. Jay, I don't know if you call that the shooter's touch, but they will take it.
Well, essentially, the touch did help the ball go in, Ed. I don't know. I might have to agree to disagree on that one.
Ball's controlled by Lowry. Here comes the screen. Lowry up against the Spaniard. Giannis Antetokounmpo able to recover with the block. Leonard. Won't go. Leonard to Lowry. Shot from the lane won't go. That's out of bounds off of Giannis. Nothing going here on that drive. Curling inside. Runner's good there.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
That's me. I got ball.
Antetokounmpo to Bledsoe. Fires the three. Won't go for Brogdon. Had a hand in his face. Lowry into the front court. Down by 15. To Danny Green. Malcolm Brogdon blocked away.
That one's in the 15th row.
Huge denial. Pascal Siakam. You've got to get that one to go. Bledsoe with the basketball. The lead is 15. Not that time. Leonard to Lowry. Well done, Kyle Lowry. Not looking pretty. 3 for 10.
The one thing we know for certain in this league, it doesn't matter how big the margin is, you can always put together a run and get back in this one.
To Bledsoe. From long range. Not there for Bledsoe. Defense all over him. Across the timeline, it's Lowry. The deficit now up to 13. Runner here won't go down. Bledsoe with it up top. Looking to make something happen. Brogdon to Gasol. Now a steal as the Raptors have it.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Couldn't keep it in. Last touch by Giannis Antetokounmpo. So possession remains with Toronto. Leonard taken down by Giannis. Chris Middleton with the slam.
See, Ed, that's what I love. You don't need to conserve your energy. You attack that rim with ferocity. You always set the tone.
Toronto has the basketball. Lowry. Oh, bad pass, and the Bucks have it. To Middleton. Throws it up. Nice pass to get things going.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ball game.
Pau Gasol sends it away.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Can't miss those. Nothing going here on that drive. Middleton to Adetokunbo. Fires the three, cleans it up, and a putback slam.
There you go, big fella.
Kyle Lowry with the rock. To Gasol. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
Old school equals high percentage.
Match up, match up, match up. I got ball. It's all me.
Bledsoe to Adetokunbo. Wide open look, won't go.
You see, Ed, this is where coaches get fired. It's great to have good offensive sets, but if you can't execute, then the play was a failure.
Here's Leonard for two. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
The Bucks clear the rebound. Giannis with it up top. His guys holding the big lead. From the painted area, won't go down. Lowry has the basketball. To Danny Green. Pascal Siakam to Leonard.
Screen coming, screen coming.
Here comes the screen. Kawhi Leonard. And it's Gasol with the rebound. That pass taken away by Toronto. Danny Green, now a steal by Milwaukee. To Bledsoe. Now ready with a couple of free throws.
Ed and I want to go home too, but fouls like that only stop the clock for all of us.
Eric Bledsoe, a couple of free throws on the way. He's perfect from the line so far. Knocks down the first. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. That's off of Leonard, out of bounds. They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor.
Number 3, George Hill.
Adetokunbo to Gasol. George Hill to Adetokunbo. Gets it in the left corner. DiVincenzo. Brook Lopez. Better late than never. That was his first shot, and it goes down.
What was once a tight space is no longer. There is absolutely no way the defender can recover after that move.
Fred VanVleet to Leonard. Defense making the ball carrier work. Brook Lopez sends it away.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Now a whistle, and Toronto's going to use a timeout as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter. Time for some new personnel into the game.
Teacher of the Year. The winner will receive courtside seats, and the halftime presentation is his or her honor.
Fred VanVleet to Leonard.
Team website.
And he finishes at the rim.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Bledsoe with the basketball. Shot clock turned off as they try to extend the lead. He was smothered and still gets it to go down. Curling inside. 3 quarters down. The Bucks in control so far. The Bucks to inbound to start this final quarter, and they have done no wrong to this point. They have this game well in control.
They took control early, and they never let up. The scary thing about this team, if they keep their foot on the gas and then throttle down, they can win this game by 50.
It's been a compelling game so far. The fourth quarter is underway. Hill to DiVincenzo. Had a chance, but it's no good. It's claimed by Milwaukee. DiVincenzo to Lopez. Marc Gasol rejects it.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end.
Stuffs it down with authority.
Look, the most efficient offenses are the ones with the highest number of assists. There are only 5 teams in the league that average 25 assists or more.
George Hill. Baseline drive. Jumper's good.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
DiVincenzo goes to the left side to Lopez. Oh, he had him there for a second. To Hill. Nothing going here on that drive. Hill to DiVincenzo. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
It's easy to get lost in the chaos of the game down the stretch, but great awareness by the shooter to get those toes right behind the three-point line.
Fred VanVleet to Ibaka. Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
Might have had an extra dribble or 2 there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Now a steal as the Raptors have it.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
And when the ball gets the defense rotating from side to side, you're bound to find opportunities for each other.
George Hill. Beyond the arc for 3. Yes, give the advantage to the shooter.
And it just seems like the defense has lethargic closeouts. You need to close out with more of a sense of urgency. Run them off the three-point line. Make them take a tough 2 rather than an easy 3.
Ibaka to Leonard. Nothing going here on that drive. Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle. Now a whistle, and we'll get a timeout called by Milwaukee as they'll talk things over here in this fourth quarter. Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Hill to DiVincenzo. Here's a chance from long range. Dante DiVincenzo at the line. First one, count it. Knocks down the second free throw. Takes advantage of the foul. 3 for 3 at the line. Ginobili with it. His guys down big. Down low Gasol. Rebounds pulled in by the Bucks. To Middleton. Nothing going here on that drive. Middleton. To George Hill. Missed it. They weren't going to give that to him. Ginobili with it. Down a bundle. Here comes the screen.
On your lap, here he comes.
To Ibaka. Lets it fly from long range. Not going down here. DiVincenzo to Lopez. Leaving no doubt. Slams it down. At this point, they're twisting in the wind.
Were you looking for a response from me? Because I don't really know what else there is to even say. I mean, is this even a game? I mean, we should just start packing up and getting ready to go right now.
And he dunks it down for two.
As a defender with inferior athletic ability, there's really not a lot you can do when you're outside the restricted area and you're caught lost in space.
Ball's controlled by the Raptors. To Gasol. Oh, he had it. Another follow. Stays out. To Lopez. Middleton knocks it down. Defender has to get there next time.
I know he's a volume shooter. I know defensively at times you have to take your lumps. Might be time to adjust the scouting report, though. Start denying him the ball.
Some lineup changes now for both clubs.
Substitutions.
Lowry to Leonard. Oh, bad pass, and the Bucks have it. To Middleton. Knocks it down from mid-range.
This is where I go back into player mode. If the dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
Gasol. Gasol with the rebound.
And you knew this game had a chance to get out of hand pretty quickly because of the communication. When these guys stepped on the court, Ed, they were yapping back and forth to each other. And that kind of communication, that kind of collective responsibility to one another, you feel that on the court. That's why this team is special.
The ball controlled by Kyle Lowry. And buries it. Jay, they'll take that any day.
Ooh, is there a medic in the house? You need to get those ankles retaped ASAP.
Antetokounmpo to Middleton. Antetokounmpo to Middleton. Taken by the Raptors. He throws it down.
And cutting hard in transition is one of the most underrated things about this game. The harder you can cut is the more it opens up the floor to make plays just like that.
Antetokounmpo to DiVincenzo. Bledsoe. Not that time. He misses. Add 2 points to the board.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Giannis Antetokounmpo has got 2 shots coming, shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. Able to convert on both free throws. Toronto with the basketball. Lowry. Bledsoe slams it down.
That transition offense was flawless when guys fan out and actually fill the lanes with a sense of urgency. You heard me correctly, a sense of urgency. You will get a great shot every possession.
Giannis in control of the basketball. His guys hold a commanding lead. That pass taken away by Toronto. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Ed, sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Bledsoe, there's the toss. Throws it down off the alley-oop pass. Jay, no question. There's an unspoken bond there.
Just on the same wavelength. And how about this? Sometimes a bad pass is a great pass when you have somebody as athletic as that can catch that anywhere and slam it down.
Kawhi Leonard, guarded by Gasol. Has a chance, unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
I don't know what the point of you having a scouting report is if you don't utilize it. You're allowing him to get to positions on the floor where you know he feels most comfortable. Make it a challenge for him by making him do something uncomfortable.
Deep left corner. Middleton to Adetokunbo. Serge Ibaka, huge block.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
George Hill, not shaken for the early struggles. Maybe this is a sign of things to come.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Lowry. That'll get out off the Raptors. Changes coming from both sides right now.
Number 33, Mark Gasol. Subbing in for the Bucks, number 13, Malcolm Brogdon.
Kicks it around the perimeter to Bledsoe. Brogdon to Adetokunbo. Stuffs it down with authority. Jay, that's been the story this evening.
I mean, another one? Another dunk? Another easy possession? I mean, how demoralizing can this be for the team? Why am I the only one yelling? I don't see anybody on the bench yelling. I don't see anybody on the court even angry right now.
Leonard. That's off the side of the rim, no good. Straight on 3. At the buzzer. Oh, how about that? A 3 at the buzzer. It's going to bring some icy stares from the other bench. This one is now all over.
The Bucks put on a show in a blowout. What really stood out for me is how many times they scored on second effort plays. It takes heart to keep up that kind of execution, and these guys were relentless. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Milwaukee Bucks. The Raptors lost this game long before the final buzzer, and every team in this league loses games. You just don't want to lose them like this. I can already see a players-only meeting in their future. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Toronto Raptors.
Game track. Second chance points. Player of the game.
Antetokounmpo was happy to throw down plenty of dunks. And if the defense happened to be there, he brought them along for the ride.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in this game. Time now for the top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
Here's what's coming up for the Milwaukee Bucks. That does it for us. On behalf of the